Good morning. Now we are going to see about the types of research. The first one, basic research. Here we have to find which research is helpful for us and also what is the problem here. The problem what we are going to give a solution. So these things we have to clarify and clearly identify in the first process, the basic research. So because each and every individual's, that is respondent's opinion will be vary from person to person. Here we have to identify the person's behavior, attitude, everything in the first point. Second one, applied research. Here we have to apply which type of research is applicable to which type of problem. For example, as a consumer, the opinion is differ from person to person. At the same time, in a classroom, every student sitting and listening the class. So that should be is different because personal opinion is different and the classroom interaction is different. So that is called as which problem and which analytical solution we are going to give is called as a applied research. The next one is a descriptive research. So from the name itself we can identify descriptive people, that is individuals, opinions, attitudes, behaviors, everything coming under the individuals here. For example, when an employee working in an organization means that particular employee's age, income, marital status, family background, everything should be described in the descriptive research. The next one is analytical research. We have to analyze the research whether this type of research solution is applicable for researcher or not. Otherwise, we have to go for the another alternative solution. So when we apply that type of research, whether it is giving a positive solution or negative solution, that should be analyzed in the applied research. The next, analytical research. The next one, exploratory research. Here, exploratory research is nothing but we have to explore because we don't have and we don't know about the ideas or suggestions or opinion. So here we have to explore the ideas, new suggestions. Everything should be analyzed. So immediately we should not give a conclusion for them. So we have to explore insights into the problems. So what is the advantages, what is the disadvantages, what solution we are going to give, everything should be analyzed. So because as a researcher is a person who knows that what problem, what type of solution we are going to give the respondents or companies. So that companies will be affect or not affect. That should be analyzed in this type of research. The next one is a causal research. Here we have to find the causally cause and effect relationship. Whether when we apply this, what is the results? For example, when we are going to purchase an online shopping or direct shopping. So there is a two type of shopping. So when we go for a direct shopping, we can see, and everything should be cause and effect relationship. When we put in the dress in front of mirror, we can showcase ourselves. But when we go for an online, we should not show that. Only we just imagine and realize that. Same like a cause and effect relationship. The next one, qualitative research. Qualitative research is nothing but that each and every people having a different opinions, attitudes, behaviors, suggestions, everything should be in different. Based on the question, based on the research, based on the topic, we have to provide the answer to that. That is called as a qualitative. Qualitative is behind opinions only. The next, quantitative. Based on the qualitative data given by this, we have to measure the numerical values. How many people given the satisfied, how many people given the not satisfied. This should be analyzed by the quantitative data. So without qualitative data, we can identify the quantitative data. So based on these are coming under the based on the questionnaires. The next one, primary research. Primary research is a fresh. As a researcher, we are collecting the data from the interview respondents based on the interviews schedule. So that is the enumerator. Already we studied now. Enumerator is a person who supports the researcher to help to collect the data from the respondents, because as a researcher can't able to collect the data from all the employees, all the respondents. So the employer is researcher is appointing one person and collecting data, that is called as a primary research. The next one is the secondary research. After collecting the primary data, we have to give a good solution to that problem. So we have to support, we have to collect the data based on the topics of the journals and magazines, books and Google www. This will be helpful for the researcher to collect the secondary data based on this. So thank you.